Alright guys, here I have in front of me is the Remo Hobby 1093 ST crawler series. What we're going to look at real quick so I can get this other truck off my desk and then we can go through this one, is this axle housing right here. This axle housing right here looks just like this axle housing right here, except for it's missing. This one does not have a little brace here, but this one does. But other than that, measurement from inside here where the axle housing actually ends at is the same as this axle here. This truss will even mount because here's the pegs for it on this axle housing. So I'm gonna say that this part right here is the Red Cat Gen 7 axle housing. Now, get this other truck off my rig. Give me just a second. To move on, this part right here is way longer than SCX10. I do not have an extra Wraith one here, but I measured it yesterday off of another Wraith and it's actually a little longer than a Wraith. It makes this axle almost 9 inches long from end of hex to end of hex. It's 8 15/16. Alright, give me just a second guys. We're going to prop this thing here. Will I open this? Alright. Now, moving on. This little bracket here is the same as the one that's up front. That's where your servo mounts for your chassis mounted servo. As you move around, we've got rock sliders. This plastic tray here is molded into the mount right here, but that looks like an SCX10. That, yeah, I know what that looks like. These cheesy drive shafts gotta go. I'm sorry. There's no way, the way they are manufactured, to get the ears on the two ends lined up. So they are really wobbly and you can't notice it. Around here at the front. Now, this is what we want to see. That right there. Oops, sorry. Looks a whole lot like that right there. Alright. This is Wraith. Remo. That knuckle looks a lot like that knuckle. That is the Wraith. The hole is on the top. And there, the slot is on the side. It does look like there are splines inside that hole right there for those knuckles to go onto. Just like inside there. So, that's kind of a cool thing. Now, all these metal links, the pan hard bar, the drag, there's a pan hard mount. All of these links, all the metal on it, all came with it. About to lose a spring. There we go. This truck is stock. This is how it comes out the box. We flip it over. Here's where your battery goes up in the front. Your servo. There's your shock hoops. They have the 3 standard holes plus, keep my finger out of the way there, plus 1 extra mounting hole there, and it's underneath this guy here too. ESC, Remo Hobby. The receiver and ESC are made in one unit. It says waterproof, brushed rock crawler, 2S lipo. I ran it on 3S yesterday all day with no issues. That looks like our 3-gear transmission we love so much. More shock hoops. Needs a brace in between there. And there you can see what that mount looks like. That's the same as the one up front, where the battery tray is, where the servo is. Back here you have 2 LED sockets, and it looks like a receiver for a trailer hitch. Made in. And there's that axle again. There's those bosses I was talking about for mounting that truss up there if you want. Front bumper comes with those. Alright guys, that's pretty much a little rundown of this truck. As I dig in more and find out more, I'll let you guys know.